Rani Lakshmi Bai is a household name in our country. There isn't a single person in India who does not know about her courageous exploits against the British. Such is her legacy that even today, 2.5 centuries later, young girls in India are given her example of heroism and bravery while growing up. Once or twice in a millennium, a hero or heroine transcends history and passes into legend. Why? In the case of the Rani, it was because she served a yearning for absolute goodness and bravery and a need for a national symbol. Born in the Ghats of Varanasi, Rani Lakshmi Bai, christened Manakarnika at birth, was the only daughter of Bhagirathi and Morupan Tambe. She lived and died against the backdrop of the Great Rebellion of 1857, called by the English the Sepoy Mutiny. Apart from being the Queen of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai was a very important figure when it came to talking about feminism. She was one of the many women who dared to break social norms that shackled women at that time. That's how she became a milestone in the path towards women's equality. From her childhood up until the moment she died, Rani Lakshmi Bai left a ton of motivation and hope for women all over the country. Here are some of the main reasons why she was the eternal flame of feminism in India. To start with, education was her first weapon. Although education and warfare was a concept that girls were kept far away from, Lakshmi Bai learnt it all. She was well versed with the art of fencing, archery, horse riding and ancient scriptures. However, she suffered quite a lot of backlash from people. But Rani Lakshmi Bai managed to break the socially acceptable norm and learned all the skills that her male counterparts were learning while being extremely unapologetic about it. Back in the 19th century, when remarriage was looked down upon for female widowers, she raised a baby single-handedly. After losing her 4-month-old son due to a deadly disease, she adopted the son of her husband's cousin. Adoption was a concept which was looked down upon. It is considered to be a taboo even in the 21st century. But this was the alternative chosen by the Queen in the 18th century. This decision of hers just shows that she believed in making decisions based on what the individual feels rather than following the herd and doing what the society has written down as being correct. Rani Lakshmi Bai fought against the Britishers when a woman fighting was a visual that was as good as non-existent in the society. Not only did she fight wars, but she also managed the accounts and books of the kingdoms of Jhansi. She was also a diplomat, a visionary, and a soldier, roles women seldom assumed during that period. In addition to fighting for her own rights and the rights of her land, Rani Lakshmi Bai also fought for the rights of the women who lived on her soil irrespective of their caste, creed and color. One of the ways she did this was by making women understand that they were entitled to their own opinions. And if they embraced this thought, they could be of great help to achieve the dream they had seen of being the united rulers of their soil. What is feminism? This question is still a tough nut to crack in the modern world. But the eternal Queen of Jhansi was living a life of a feminist even before people knew this term. All in all, Rani Lakshmi Bai was the epitome of historical feminism. She stood by the ideals of a woman on the ground, but never backed away from making them realize what was right and what was wrong.